Welcome to Agger's Top Tips. Now, I used to use this pole here. It's Unger's Lock pole, but it's much too heavy, even though it closes down quite well. Much smaller than the Harris here, which is pretty good for doing downstairs and that, but it's really too heavy, and most people don't like these cones here. You have to screw them quite a bit instead of just a quick turn like on the Harris one. You can just close it quickly, whereas on this one you have to wind it several times. So instead of wasting it, I keep all my stuff. I had an idea for an extension for the Harris pole. So what I did is take the bottom section off, put that to one side, and I realised it would fit the Harris. Now I can actually do second story work with this, but what you want to do, if you can have this set up, if you've got one of these Lock poles or something else that will fit the Harris, you have to get this rubber bit off the Harris pole. Now they're glued on, but if you use some pliers or whatever, you can eventually get this off. Put that to one side for the minute. Now you might find it a bit loose on your Harris, so what you could do is just put a bit of tape on there, and you know where to slide it up to, and it'll grip a lot better. And you've got an extension which makes quite a lot of difference, and I can actually do two-story work with this. It works pretty well. The taps here, of course, switch it on before you put it up, and the ball on the end is a bit of a gimmick, but I quite like using that on the end. So there's another job you can be doing if you fancy that idea. There's several ways of doing things, and that sits in my car. Another tip, once you've taken that off, they'll come off quite easily, especially when they get wet. So a small tip there is to put a very strong elastic band onto the rubber grip there, and it won't come off as easily then. That's another job done. Okay.